parts of that streak is stopping more people from winning ignitions. So he's always that gatekeeper for people like Panda Bear, people like Snoofle for a very long time until Snoofle did finally break through. And EarlOfM. So it's going to be the Marth for the game 1 here for Tweed513. I have to assume that was...
I feel like that's been happening a bit today. No, that was definitely not a button check.
This is a real game.
I think something got dropped. We'll have to find out what happened there.
Huh? I'm so confused. All right. You know what? Sometimes you just want to give the homie stock at the very start of the set, I suppose. It's going to make it way more impressive when EarlOfM does win this game. So,
you know. Yeah,
easy peasy.
Yeah, Big Mac has always been kind of the, you know, nationally speaking, he's not really as known as, you know, Ned, Tyroy, Panda Bear, even Dan or Knight, but he's kind of like the unspoken hero of Chicago because he's, you know, he's, what is he right now? Is he number
3 or 4?
3 or 4?
I think he's 4 behind Panda this season because of Panda's Smash and Splash was on the,
that's true.
On the last one.
But he always gets the results when he wants to.
And right now looking to get a big result here in this game 1, but that forward smash is going to grab the bottom of the ledge. That Sheik popped up a little bit. Going to eat the... I don't even know if that was necessarily a tipper or if that even mattered.
That wasn't even a tipper because that would have been like a huge amount of hit lag. But, you know, I mean, he was at so much damage that it didn't really matter. I was actually surprised Big Mac went off stage, but, you know, what do I know? Yeah, Earl kind of doing a good job controlling the stage, but Big Mac having such a big lead with that SD, that first stock.
Yep, that's all it took. Sheik gonna take that W, and of course Sheik is the kind of character you can't give leads like that because she's just gonna run to the left, run to the right, run all over the place. Not gonna let you have a single square inch of stage for free.
As long as Sheik keeps that stock lead, it is such an uphill battle for anyone that's playing against her. And we're going to game 2. Back to Smashville.
Let's see if EarlOfM elects to jump off the stage this time.
Yeah. Maybe Big Mac will do it this time.
To use a commentary cliche and a movie cliche, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him. So to game 2 we go, sticking with the stage. The jump is now gone, and actually he could be dead, but okay. Magna Hand stretch.
Magna Hand saving it.
And there's actually a good amount of drift on that. It's not like Cloud's climb hazard where he just can't move vertically at all.
I mean, it's
better horizontally, sorry.
It's better than Zelda's, who literally can't move until she comes right back to the same like horizontal space she was at. Going away in the ultimate, though.
Hopefully.
No, it definitely is. I've seen it.
Well, you know how demos are.
That's true. That is true.
I heard from someone that game, when they were in development, Smash Ultimate was changing every single day in some significant way. Maybe not necessarily engine, but maybe like making character tweaks every single day.
Yeah,
messing with that constantly.
I mean, having done some sort of development work for other Smash stuff, it's definitely a daily thing. You can't just like let it sit. So it's very understandable. I have a feeling that Ultimate, a lot of the demo stuff is going to be more universal changes in terms of what we've seen from demo to now. But right now, both of them with 2 stocks still.
Marth hanging on here, and ooh, that's a bad spot to get caught. Could have been even like an up smash or something if EarlOfM wanted to let it rip, but instead just going for the easier, safer neutral air. And he was able to even set up into a situation where there's no platform. Sheik had to get grabbed in the spot where she landed, and the up throw did it. Yeah,
with that much rage, it was definitely going to kill. No matter which way Big Mac did DI.
And he DI'd it well. You saw him. He drifted pretty far to the right of where that grab actually landed.
He DI'd that in, I believe. Oof. Oof.
If that win box had done it, that would have been a beautiful thing. But we're still alive for now.
But we don't have Oh,
and it did it! I cursed it!
I was going to say we don't have Cyclone Kong, but I guess we do.
Burn in hell, Cyclone Kong. I will go on the record to say that is a conversation about customs that hopefully we'll never have to have again. I haven't heard a single mention of the custom word.
I think they're gone
in really any of the directs or nothing. So fingers crossed. But what do we know?
I'll be sad when they're gone, but if they're gone, but not a big loss.
And EarlOfM went for the delay on the Dancing Blade to try his hardest there to get the tipper on the last hitbox, but I think it was just a little bit off timing.
That was a very. He used to go. Big Mac was going for the stage spike. Almost got it.
And we saw how violent those stage spikes can be against Marth or Lucina in some of the previous sets that me and 4C Joe had commentated. All right, being aggressive there with the Dolphin Slash, very important. You don't want to get in that same situation where you get windboxed to death.
Yeah, you don't. And also, this is a very good combo point for Sheik. So it's very smart to kind of get. Well, it's not good, but it's if you don't have options out of it, you can kind of get trapped out of it. So I'm really glad that EarlOfM did go for that. Right now, Big Mac is trying to bring it back.
Sneaking by that bouncing fish, very close to demise. But okay, everyone's hanging on, but that back air will seal the deal. Game 2 goes to EarlOfM in this winner's final.
No SDs this game. It was very clean play from both of them.
And you have to think, could game 1 have been different if he didn't SD? But hopefully EarlOfM's not getting in his own head.
To, I believe, 1 stock. I was about to say he might switch to Lucina. The tips haven't really been paying off that often.
We'll see how it works out. His Lucina's been very, very clean today. He wasn't necessarily like missing the tippers, but in general, shying away from the characters that rely on tippers versus the faster part of the cast, like the Pikachus, the Sheiks, things like that.
Yeah.
It just makes you a little bit more consistent.
And that's what makes a lot of people kind of put Marth and Lucina in the same spot, just intermingling, just because they're kind of both in the same positions, but some are better for some matchups.
And players like Mr. E have gone between the two pretty much at will in certain matchups that they're more comfortable with one or the other. We don't see EarlOfM necessarily always say, okay, in this matchup I'm going to be this one.
Yeah.
Or in this matchup, I'm going to be in this one. It's not like a set rote game plan.
Yeah, his is more of a reactionary. Is Lucina going to work better in this situation? Will Marth be able to get those tips that we need?
I think players like Mr. E are very much more like segmented on when they're going to be Marth, when they're going to be Lucina. And Lucina's forward smash would not have been a tipper for Marth, but in the case here, obliterates Sheik off the left side of the stage.
Yeah, exactly what EarlOfM is looking for. Now Big Mac in a little bit of a tight spot, especially now that he's off stage.
And almost lapped. I looked away for 5 seconds.
Yeah, EarlOfM just had a great off-stage presence.
Okay, not showing the shield here is Big Mac. He actually almost paid for it with his life.
Yeah, and Big Mac, finally, he was off stage for a solid over half a minute. EarlOfM showing some very impressive spacing. And that's going to take it.
That took it? All right. Neutral air. You do you, man.
EarlOfM really does want to get into this Grand Finals. On winner's side especially. It's very important to be on winner's side for Grand Finals, so you don't have to do that bracket reset.
We saw how close that got EarlOfM versus Ned last week, where he almost won. Was it last week or the week before? I don't actually recall. But there was a weekly where EarlOfM was in winner's side grands. Ned reset it, and then it went all the way to it was like game 9 or game 10 of that grand finals, and Ned clutched it. Took, again, victory from the jaws of defeat. We almost had another Ignition champion. But right now, Earl is playing like he really wants this.
He's really lit a fire in himself.
All right, grenade. Grenade is not a good move. Hopefully that stays the same in Ultimate, just because Sheik doesn't really necessarily need buffs.
No, yeah.
Although it's always a shame that move feels like a missed opportunity, but she has so many good moves in the first place.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite, because back when we did bad customs, her grenade was the only one that stuck. That was like, that's the worst option.
Go with default grenade.
Default grenade was just that bad.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, Big Mac holding the lead right now. And he's just been getting his pot shots in and then been getting out of there.
This is more how you expect a Sheik versus pretty much anyone matchup to be. Sheik going to be in the lead pretty much the whole time, looking for some kind of trap like that up air, catching the air dodge. That will take the stock, take away that rage opportunity from Lucina. We saw how Rage Lucina can just make people explode, particularly the lightweight Sheik.
Yeah, and that's one of those tricky situations when you're playing against Sheik where, plenty of people know about this, but if Sheik catches you with that drifting up air, she can kind of mess up your DI and mix you up. So you'll DI and accidentally make yourself die faster. All right, now Big Mac has essentially has lapped EarlOfM. What will EarlOfM do to make up for it?
He's got to stay grounded. You got to like fend the Sheik off and get her to the corner. Shield breaker mix up on the ledge is nice. Not quite enough to pop it though.
But it's enough to threaten him to go away off stage. Earl really needs to take the stock though.
Suddenly Big Mac channeling his inner Cinniboo.
Up air did the mix up, but EarlOfM saw it coming.
Earl, his ledge trapping has been excellent today on all fronts, but Big Mac doesn't really look too stymied. He's able to get that forward tilt in, buy him a lot of stage, buy him a lot of needles. But that neutral air will return the serve. Oh, that was almost an up smash, which would have made Sheik pop like a balloon.
Just disappear, gone, forever. I didn't even see the dash happen.
Yeah, it interacted really weird with that pivot grab.
All
right. Turn
still
around.
living. Somehow, I'm surprised that Big Mac didn't lose the stock there. I guess not. I was looking at Lucina's percent.
Well, you'd think the max rage would have done it, but Sheik hanging on.
And now the max, oh, that's gonna take it. Even with it being stale, it's.
EarlOfM has done like no pummels on really any of those, which is, I think it cost him one. That would have certainly been a kill if he was able to get a pummel or two in the last game.
I mean, a lot of people are kind of afraid to get those pummels in, but at high level, you're going to get at least one pummel for free at that percent.
Yeah, you get one or two for sure. And he's playing really safe with these mix-ups of neutral air, and oh my goodness, that phantom footstool.
That would have, again, just deleted Lucina.
Yeah, she would have mega died.
Unless EarlOfM does something, we're going to go to a game 5.
And he won't do something to answer that ledge trump. The back air does connect. We won't have to see a Sheik kill with forward tilt again. So let's get to game 5.
Been a pretty exciting set.
Yeah, this has been back and forth. Kind of started off real odd with an SD, but
Earl considering to switch characters. Nope. Because he also has, what, a Captain Falcon? But that was like way back in, I don't think he uses mostly Marth and Lucina now, right?
Who?
Earl?
Earl? I've mostly seen him play Marth and Lucina. He still has a Cloud, too.
Oh, that's right, he has Cloud, yeah.
His Cloud comes out from time to time. The Ryu as well, but I haven't seen that in longer than I haven't seen the Cloud.
Also, you don't want to use either of those characters against Big Mac. He's kind of, well, maybe Ryu, but...
Yeah, unless you're like Ned level, you're not going to get away with Cloud, I don't think. He's quite proficient to that matchup against lesser Clouds, which it's no shame to say EarlOfM is a lesser Cloud.
Yeah.
Because Ned's just
Ned's one of the best.
But Earl's right in his own gameplay here with Lucina, but he had nowhere to run on that platform. It was just brilliantly, perfectly positioned.
Yeah, he didn't have time to tech that. I'm pretty sure Big Mac would have landed that bouncing fish before he had the window to tech.
Nowhere to go, and all of a sudden, what looked like you were a game away from from Grand Finals winner's side, Big Mac trying to shut the door again. With a big lead.
Big Mac not letting, really wanting that air dodge read. Big Mac just not letting EarlOfM play his game. Earl has not landed a hit in, I believe, over a minute, and he's not going to.
Nope, no chance. That's as loudly as you can shut the door is what Babushka Big Mac did right there. Talk about that. I'm gonna call him Mr. Attack on Titan.
I was gonna say him repping that Attack on Titan outfit, and he's ready to take on whatever giant is going to Titan, I guess is the right word. That's gonna come at him from loser's side. I believe we still have. I mean, I believe we have Snoofle still. We have EarlOfM, obviously. Looks like Rin's still in there. Looks like Rin's actually gonna be coming up next.
Rin's still hanging in there.
Yeah. Put in loser's bracket by blind.
That's who blind was able to take out. Okay.
Yeah.
To get onto the winner's quarterfinal side. Rin hanging in there. Who did he beat then? Did he beat Panda in losers? Because we're on losers semis now.
Yeah. Not sure. We'll find out.
Yeah, Rin's sitting down. He played who?
Oh, he is playing against Panda Bear.
Oh, he's playing against Panda Bear. That means that Snoofle lost to Rin, which is impressive. Very impressive. Link versus Fox. That's a heck of a win here for Rin today. He's always like one of those players who's like, you know, he's always in like the 9 to 14 range on our 15-man power ranking. But then he like writes his season just by having like some crazy tournament like this. I don't know if they can hear you because you're not coming into my ears. No one can hear. Oh, he's talking to me. Warren beat Rin. Warren lost to Snoofle, and then Snoofle lost to Rin. So it's this crazy triangle of doom. I think there are going to be a lot of like crazy elimination triangles like that in Ultimate.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Because when the matchup knowledge isn't nearly as like bread and butter, clear cut as it is right now in a game that's 4.5 years old, it's going to be kind of a Wild West. And it's going to be like, okay, the matchups you're really good at, you're really going to want to hit those, and the matchups you don't know as well, they're going to slap you in the face.
It's definitely going to be an interesting game for people who kind of play a lot of characters, or even, you know, because it's going to be even more so than Smash 4, where I feel like early on in Smash 4, you could have like a lot, like, you know, how Anti has a lot of pockets. I feel like in Ultimate, you could really take advantage of, like, I know that person's not going to know this matchup.